Hello and welcome to the third topic of molecular biology, which is carbohydrates and lipids. So it's self-explanatory. I'll be talking about carbohydrates and lipids. So first of all, carbohydrates are the most abundant category of molecule in living things. And there are also monosaccharides that through condensation become disaccharides. I've already mentioned this in my first video on molecular biology, so you may check that out. And monosaccharides are also building blocks for larger carbohydrates, as there are isomers. And isomers are compounds with the same chemical formula but different arrangement of atoms. So they have different properties but are generally the same in their chemical formula. And through those building blocks, they form these disaccharides, and those disaccharides are sugars. And sugars provide energy and join together to form carbohydrates. And monosaccharides in general are single sugar molecules used as primary energy sources, such as pentose, hexose, and rings. And when more monosaccharides join together through those condensation reactions, they form polysaccharides. So their composition and isomerization alter their functional properties, such as seen in cellulose and starch. And if you need to check up again on condensation reactions, you may do so in my video that I mentioned before on molecules to metabolism. So here you see a condensation reaction where water is lost by the glycosidic linkage of two monosaccharide subunits to form a disaccharide, a sugar which is functional for living things. So that's the short explanation on carbohydrates. Moving on to lipids. Lipids are generally nonpolar, hydrophobic, and organic, and they have a high energy content but a low density. They're insoluble and important for heat insulation, as is, for example, the solid fat in the human body. We also have fatty acids that are hydrogen-carbon change, and we differentiate between saturated and unsaturated, as well as monosaturated and polysaturated. And here you see a saturated fatty acid, which contains the maximum number of hydrogen atoms, and an unsaturated one, which contains some double bonds between the carbon atoms. Then we also differentiate between monosaturated ones that are changed with one double bond, and polysaturated ones which have more double bonds as they're saturated. Yes, this was the short presentation on the third topic of carbohydrates and lipids. Thank you for watching, listening. These are my sources. Have a nice day.